live.
What's up, y'all? All you cool cats and kittens. Kenneth here. We're making ramen today. Yes, my finger's fine. I drew a little smiley face on it. Kind of looks like Frankenstein. My phone's ringing. Yeah. Too bad, Bill. I'm busy. Anyway, we're sitting over here drinking some green tea with jasmine in it.
Awesome.
Have some. But anyway, we're making ramen tonight. And by that I mean we're making ramen less bad. We don't use this top ramen stuff. It's trash. You use Maruchan.
You knocked.
Okay, use Maruchan. Represent. Anyway, I mean the stuff's like what, like 80 cents? Like what, and everyone's buying it right now. If you went through college, you know about it. Yeah, we're just making it a little more fun. Over here, my broth is boiling hot. I just added a bit of soy sauce, some red pepper, a little bit of ginger, salt, black pepper, just to make it a little more fun.
Was that the starter sauce that comes in the ramen packet?
Yeah, it's just, this is the chicken flavor. Just
because I can eat it.
Open it up and put it in there. Use one of these.
Chicken.
It's like 2 cups of water. You put the noodles in for 3 minutes and you're done. You want to eat it hot, and ramen's meant to be eaten really hot. Clears up the sinuses really well. I would recommend pouring your powder into a different container first and then pouring it in, because you can mix it in here and pour it in. Because what will happen a lot of times when you got your water boiling, you try to pour it in and then it gets all steamy and then you don't get all the powder in there. If you want to get really crazy, grab a beef and a chicken, and someone's going to have less flavor because you take the flavor from both of them and put them together. You could use the rest of the noodles from the beef one, I guess. But combining them is really fun, and it's a really interesting, still very 89-cent tasting ramen broth, but it's better than just chicken or just beef. It's a lot thicker, it's got more flavor. What I like to do, because you'll see that these noodles are just like folded over
Bring it up.
on each other. It's actually one big long thing of noodles. I've had it in a little bit of warm water before we started. I try to just soften this corner up and hopefully not break them, because I like the really long noodles. There we go. So now it's completely unfolded. And we'll just drop her in. Lightly, gingerly. Maybe get some chopsticks. Get a little stir. And start our timer for 3 minutes, maybe even a little less, because it's going to keep cooking when you bring it out, because it's so hot. And I like my noodles to be a little more al dente, a little thicker, not all
mush.
Yeah, mushy. Yeah, I don't like mushy noodles. Cough into your elbow.
It's been a public service announcement.
PSA, cough into your elbow. Yeah, I've already put all this stuff in here. Do whatever you want. I mean, it's 89-cent ramen. Like, you can't mess it up. It's already pretty messed up.
What are you adding to it to make it better?
So if you just joined us, I put in, and it's different every time, a little bit of ground ginger, some extra salt, even though, yeah, there's a ton of MSG, whatever. Black pepper, soy sauce, red pepper.
I'm coming around.
You want to put hot sauce in there? Go for it, whatever. There's all kinds of different ramen, and do whatever you like. Again, it's 89-cent ramen. You can't make it worse. So just put whatever you want in there. And my timer is now at 1 minute 2. Let's see. I'm not tonight, but you can add a dash of rice vinegar or something, or mirin even. Be very careful with it. Really, vinegary ramen is,
special,
in my opinion, not good. But over here, we have some accoutrement. Anyway, that's about 4.5 minutes. I like it pretty gooey. If you don't, do it longer. If you like more goo, do like 3 minutes. You can find stuff on the interwebs. Like, literally, there's time charts of what boiled eggs look like after a certain amount of minutes. We're closing in on 2 minutes here. We'll give another stir, just so we don't get stuff sticking to each other. Give a little stir. Probably go ahead and turn the heat off. These are Egyptian walking onions, donated to us by the great Sandy Fitch.
I think Sandy got them from Someone else at the church.
Probably, I don't know.
Sandy, if you're watching, who'd you get the onions from?
They're basically just like a green onion. I mean, they're very similar. They're not exactly the same, but they are different, and they still taste really good. Just got the tip off. Get all the dirt off, obviously, and start peeling away this as much as you want. Some people like the slimy bits. For this recipe, I don't. Sometimes I do. You can see this little slimy kind of membrane in there. You can just wash it off as well, either way. You can use the entire thing at this right here. But we're going to go ahead and put our ramen in our bowl. You probably want a deeper bowl.
Sandy's watching. Sandy, where'd you get the Egyptian walking onions?
Okay, so there's that. Make sure your heat's off.
Let us know in the comments, Sandy.
But over here, take a knife. Don't cut your finger. I like to use the little white part. And you could like fry it up beforehand if you wanted to get some browning on it, whatever you want. Do whatever you like.
Kenneth, it's happening.
What's happening?
Asian food, Greta.
Oh God. I like to use these little medallions from the lighter part. If you give a good smell, they are more oniony. I just like to drop them in like that. I go ahead and set my eggs in. You want to do it while it's hot, so if you have like pork belly or something, that would be incredible. But if you don't, just find the thickest bacon that you can. And I like a lot. Here's a little snack. These bad boys. And lay them in there, all pretty. And whatever. Their ramen
Ooh.
tastes better than 89 cents now.
True. Here. We'll get a nice look at this.
But yeah, that's it. Get some green tea, do whatever. You might need a spoon and chopsticks because you want to get that broth and the noodles. Eat it fast because your noodles get soggy.
Hold it up.
Oh, again? Hello.
Hold it up.
Oh, up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a micro chain ramen with bacon, eggs, and any kind of green oniony type thing in it, and whatever else you want. And it's a lot better.
Poop.
But this week, our coffee cup is brought to you by the Panamanian national team for soccer. My boys. We made it to the World Cup for the first time in 2016 in Russia. We did not so
Horribly.
We did horribly, but we made it, okay? And the USA didn't, so. And this week's album is brought to you by Charles Bradley. It's called Black Velvet. He died a few years ago. He's a soul musician, and he's one of my favorites. And yeah, ramen.
Say bye.
That's it. Bye.